Fort Wayne head coach John Kaufman said to his players earlier at practice today, be you and focus on the process. He said, you've had elite success when you've done that. The most notable of that success came exactly 1 year ago from today's date.
The defense is really what kept Carolina in this game today. So the first play we're going to look at is that Wildcat direct snap to Sanu.
You have focused so much on teaching with this team. When you saw Nick Richards put up 25 points and 15 rebounds, how impressed were you with his ability to get it done?
Well, I didn't know that until you just said it.
Took home the championship hardware a year ago, went to the NCAA tournament after a win in this game. How excited are your players for a chance to repeat?
Well, all you got to do is look around and see all the fans we have here. Everybody's excited, but we know we got a great opponent tonight. We have a ton of respect for Wes Miller and his team. We know it's going to be a hard-fought game.
Thank you, Coach. And there are two sides to this story. Coach Miller, you know how hard it was for your players to leave this building empty-handed a year ago. How has that experience changed their approach and focus in this game?
Well, it's changed our approach since it happened last year.
Two really close plays down to Ryan Juracek in the end zone. You walk away without points. How do you keep the confidence moving forward?
Well, you just got to go in halftime and make some adjustments, but you can't get down in the score zone and not score points.
Official account of the Carolina Panthers said got 99 problems, but a sack ain't one. And 2 of the Carolina Panthers' 6 sacks today at the hands of that man right there, K'Wan Short. The Vikings had allowed just 14 all season long, 9 on Case Keenum all season long.
You had my arm a second ago. You know that?
I'm sorry. But you guys held this Troy team to
Why did you do that?
Was it too hard? No, 1 of 14. 1 of 14 from 3. You held these Trojans to. How impressed were you with your perimeter defense? You stressed that a lot at practice.
We're getting better.
Coach, you said Georgia State presented a lot of challenges, particularly in that run defense. What are you liking out of your offensive production?
Well, I mean, being able to establish the fullback certainly helped.
Coach, you knew this was going to be a defensive battle. What are you liking out of that side of the ball so far?
Well, we're fighting. I do like our fight. I like our effort there. I don't think we're playing our best on the offensive side, but give East Tennessee State some credit for that.
Just pumping up Francis Alonso over there. He's just 2 for 9 from the floor. How do you get him more involved?
He's such a good player. I was just telling him he's better.
And for a group that isn't at all superstitious or ritualistic, they do have their quirks. Before every game, they have this crayon box that's filled with gum, and players will chew one flavor in the warm-ups and switch it right before tip-off. So it could be Big Red beforehand and spearmint, whatever it may be. And Khalil Lawrence specifically says, I don't even want to know what flavor mine is. An assistant coach surprises me. This Kentucky Wildcats team has played 4 games in the first 7 days of the season. They've got 3 more this week, including today. And that doesn't leave a lot of time, as head coach John Calipari said, to allow for the development of a lot of these principles that he feels this team needs to be successful. You told your team throughout the game not to let up. What can you say about this group's will to win come championship time?
Well, last year we gave up a 13-point lead with 12 minutes to go. So I felt like we would learn from that experience, and they did, and they just fought to the very end.
When you think back to your first season with this program, 2 wins, to this season just 2 losses and heading to an NCAA tournament, what can you say is going on at Mercer?
Well, it's been an amazing, magical year.
When Wofford Jr. Fletcher McGee didn't have his typical McGee for 3 performance last night, Nathan Hoover and Cameron Jackson really came alive to carry the group offensively. McGee told me it's significant because you can't just key on him and shut him down. They're too multidimensional. Now, UNCG did sweep the Terriers, but fun fact, Wofford has not lost to an opponent 3 times in the same year since 2008 against Davidson when Steph Curry was in his junior year with the Wildcats. I asked Coach Miles if there were any concerns about fatigue in the second half today in terms of altitude, and he said he didn't want to make an issue of it. In fact, when he came here with Notre Dame as an assistant in 2002, they didn't bring oxygen just because they didn't want to put that in guys' heads. He has at least 4 times done one of these like almost sit down on the bench. He doesn't fully sit down, but an almost sit. And he told us earlier today that with this group, he stands more than he ever has, almost the whole game, just so they know he's with them. He even joked and said, you know, I'm old, I don't want to stand, but that's what this team needs me to do, and he's been doing it all game.
Ryan Poole just thought Brenton Burson was going to run that shallow route, and then he goes all the way down, headed to the 4-yard line. That set up this next play, and we all know what that is from Devin Funchess.
Yeah, and this is beautiful.
Well, Coach, there was this kind of an odd moment in the first half when one of the Fort Wayne players kind of crashed into you a little bit, and this thing has gone viral. People are asking, did that player really try to flop on John Calipari? What do you remember of that moment?
It happened in this game?
Yes, in the first half.
I remember one of their players making a three and looking at me. I remember that, but I don't remember the flop. What happened? They came into me?
I saw that too, but yeah.
You saw that too?
I did see that.
I was proud of that kid. That's swagger right there.